What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Media Goose channel. It is I, the Media Goose, your friend Ryan, and the goose is loose, baby. Huh? I'm coming at you today to let you know about a new movie reaction series I am starting. Or not reaction, reviews. So obviously, I'm doing my MCU review. I'm working on my Daredevil review. I'm doing season 3 now. And then I'm going to move over to Jessica Jones. So I'm doing a lot of Marvel stuff. What about DC? And what about the king of DC? The king of all comic book movies? Batman. Batman has always been my favorite superhero. From when I was a kid, the first time I got to select my own Halloween costume, it was Batman. I loved the Michael Keaton 89 Batman when I was younger. I was obsessed with the Batman animated series. Batman Returns was like a movie that was so scary to me as a child, I could barely make it through the movie. Like, Danny DeVito's Penguin absolutely horrified me. I was obsessed with the animated series. I watched that show so often. Then, obviously, the Christopher Nolan movies happened, and I got totally swept up in all of those. I remember seeing The Dark Knight at the midnight showing with a couple of my friends, and we were so exhausted because it was a midnight showing and we were like 8th graders, so staying up that late when you're young, I don't know, you just don't hold up as well. We left going, was that not good? And then we went back and saw it the next day and we're like, oh no, it's the greatest film ever made. The Dark Knight is still my favorite movie ever. Weirdly, I think the Batman might be like a better Batman movie than the Christopher Nolan movies, but I still prefer both Batman Begins and The Dark Knight to the Batman, I think, because I think the Batman, if you trim 15 to 20 minutes off of that thing, it's perfect. But it did kind of drag at the end there. When the Riddler starts unveiling the plans to flood the city, it's like, holy shit, we should be wrapping this up by now, and we're just starting another big subplot? God damn. So that's like a B+ movie, really fucking good, and I bet the next one is going to be better. But it's time to start reviewing these movies. I talked about it a while ago that I was going to start, and I didn't know how I was going to do it. I have decided I'm doing from 89 on. And then, after I do the Batman, I'll go back to 1966 Adam West, the Batman movie, and I'll do Mask of the Phantasm as well, because that was a theatrical release that I actually don't know if I've seen. And I know some big Batman fans who say that's like peak Batman material, like some of the best stuff they've done with the character. So I'm really excited to see what we do there. But I'm going to do it in the order of Batman 89, Batman Returns, Batman and Robin. No, Batman Forever, and then Batman and Robin. Then I'm going to do Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises. Then I'm going to do Batman vs. Superman. Then I think I'm going to do Zack Snyder's Justice League, not the theatrical release that fucking Joss Whedon butchered. That movie sucks. The Snyder Cut's actually really fucking good in my opinion. I don't care that it's that long. I will, if I'm going to a movie theater or I'm going to see an experience, I want to see everything you have. So I'm fine with a 4-hour movie. I'm fine with a 3-hour movie. One of my big gripes about the Fantastic Four movie that came out recently was how brief it was. The movie ends and I'm like, damn, I was ready to sit here for another 20 minutes and like see more of what the Fantastic Four did instead of just being told what they did. But then after BVS, I will do the Batman. Well, no, it's Batman vs. Superman, Zack Snyder's The Justice League, then the Batman, Then I'll work back to the Batman 66 movie. Then I'm going to do Mask of the Phantasm. I might even do reviews of the individual seasons of the animated series. Shit, I could even do Gotham. I enjoyed Gotham a lot more than most. And I'm going to review the 3 Batman games, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. Which, it's funny, I've made this point before. The trilogy of Arkham games almost directly mirrors the trilogy of Christopher Nolan. Batman Begins and Arkham Asylum, incredible, contained stories establishing a world. Then we go to Arkham City, where all of Arkham City is a follow-up, if you don't know, to Arkham Asylum, where in Arkham Asylum, you're stuck on Arkham Island in the jail with the prisoners. In Arkham City, the mayor decides that Gotham is so overrun with criminals, one kind of island is no longer enough to house everybody, so they section off a massive portion of Gotham and make it a prison. It's kind of like Lord of the Flies, but with like gangsters running it and everything, and you're Batman in that city, and it's one of my favorite games ever. And then Arkham Knight is a lot like The Dark Knight Rises, in my opinion, where the natural progression of stakes is there. It feels like a conclusion, but there's a lot of missteps. Like the whole Arkham Knight character, where they kept telling us it's an original character. It's not anybody we've ever seen before. And everybody was like, are you sure it's not Jason Todd? We kind of all feel like it's Jason Todd. And then it was Jason Todd. And it's like, yeah, fucking course it was. Don't piss on my shoulder and tell me it's raining. And also, one of the big setbacks with Arkham Knight was the Batmobile. Something that was really cool, but they just overused the shit out of it. There was a scene where you're chasing Deathstroke in the Batmobile, and when y'all jump out to fight each other, Batman one punch knocks out Deathstroke. I can't even describe to you the immense disappointment I felt in that moment playing that game. Because of the fight you had with Deathstroke in Arkham Origins. A game I might review. It's like out of time. It's a prequel to Arkham Asylum, and I think it's canon, but it's like a Black Mask story, but it ends up being Joker. Everything ends up being Joker in Batman, it feels like. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm gonna start doing Batman reviews now. I'm gonna continue with the MCU. I'm gonna do my damnedest to get the whole series done before Doomsday. And if the Batman movies have to get paused at some point so I can focus on pumping more of that out, it might be the case. But I just really want to start talking about Batman. Something about the channel I really want to start doing is just kind of pursuing my own urges. Like, I want to talk about Batman, I'm going to start talking about Batman. I don't have to stick to just reviewing the things I've started reviewing. I can mix in random videos. I can mix in a lot of different stuff. So the Batman reviews are going to start coming soon, y'all. Let me know what kind of coverage you want on the Batman movies if you're going to watch them. I'm not going to do the like plot breakdown. I'm trying to get away from that as a way of covering movies. If I'm watching a show and I'm doing weekly reviews of the show, then yeah, it makes sense to say, hey, this is what you might have missed this week. But in a reviewing movies in this way, I don't think it's necessary for me to tell you all what the plot of the movie is. We're here talking about it. We know what the plot of the movie is. So y'all, Batman reviews are coming soon. I just recorded an MCU hot takes video. That will probably, I'll do hot takes and everything. I've got wrestling hot takes, Marvel hot takes, Batman hot takes. I'm going to just try to diversify the kind of content I'm making. So guys, let me know what Batman movie you are most excited to hear about. Let me know who your favorite Batman is. Because when it comes time for me to reveal who mine is, you're not going to like it. I don't know that I've ever spoken to somebody who agreed with me. But I'm going to have to leave y'all hanging with that. I don't want to reveal anything. And who knows, maybe on this rewatch I'll come away with a different opinion. I don't watch movies trying to like prove previous feelings I have about every time I watch a movie is like shaking a fucking Etch-a-Sketch because of ADHD. So guys, let me know, are you excited for me to start watching Batman? Let me know what your favorite Batman movie is. I cannot wait to start talking about Batman because he's the GOAT of superheroes. I think the recent run of Daredevil may have... They're like neck and neck, Batman and Daredevil. And those two, Iron Man and Spider-Man, are both like top characters for me, but Batman's the GOAT, y'all. So, thank you for watching today. Like the video if you're excited to hear me talk about Batman going forward. Where's Rachel? Where are the other drugs going? Harvey Dent. Can we trust him? I'm going to do a lot of Batman impressions going forward. So, y'all, thank you for hanging out today. The Goose is out.